Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a topic that is absolutely essential for so many households out there right now. We're drawing directly from a fascinating new guide. And listen, if you're a mom looking to earn real money from home, but you absolutely refuse to sacrifice that precious time with your kids, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to map out the top 5 remote side hustles specifically tailored for modern moms. We'll be looking at real earning potential, the flexibility you need, and exactly what it takes to get things off the ground. Okay, let's dive into this. There's a quote from our source that just perfectly captures the modern mom's dilemma. Traditional 9-to-5 jobs don't work around school runs, nap times, or sick days. I mean, it's such a simple, undeniable statement, isn't it? The rigid structure of the traditional corporate world just wasn't built for the utter unpredictability of motherhood. When the school nurse calls out of the blue or a nap schedule randomly shifts, a traditional office job becomes incredibly stressful to manage. But the truly liberating news we're exploring today is that you simply don't need a traditional job anymore. The entire landscape of how we work has shifted, and it's finally working in favor of parents who desperately need that flexibility. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what I mean about that massive shift. Just look at the sheer scale of this. A staggering 44% of American moms already have a side hustle. Think about that for a second. Nearly half of all moms in the US are actively generating alternative income streams. And over in the UK, the side hustle economy is valued at over £72 billion a year. These aren't just small, insignificant little hobbies. We're talking about a massive, multi-billion pounds economic movement. So if you've ever felt like you're the only one out there trying to juggle parenting while generating an independent income, well, these numbers prove you're part of a global, thriving community. You're absolutely not alone in this pursuit. So, what are these highly accessible, modern options? Let's take a look at the top 5 side hustles for moms in 2026. Number 1 on our list is freelance writing. What's truly remarkable here is the incredibly low barrier to entry paired with some really strong earning potential. You can earn anywhere from $25 to $100 per hour. And what do you need to command those kinds of rates? Literally just a laptop. The source explicitly highlights that there is absolutely no degree needed. If you can communicate clearly, there's a vast market of businesses out there just eager to pay for your writing. It's a completely location-independent hustle that you can easily do right from your kitchen table while the kids are occupied. Moving right along to our second highly recommended hustle, becoming a virtual assistant. A virtual assistant is a professional who manages emails, calendars, and tasks for businesses completely from home. So the crucial point is this. Think about what you likely already do every single day as a mom. You're already organizing chaotic schedules, you're keeping track of overlapping appointments, and you're managing endless streams of communication for your household. Well, business owners desperately need those exact administrative skills. You can seamlessly translate the organizational expertise you already possess into a highly flexible, remote, professional career. Now, focus on our third opportunity, online tutoring. $60 an hour. According to our source material, that's the rate you could be charging. Do you have a knack for maths, science, or English? If you're good at these core subjects, you really don't have to let that knowledge sit idle. The remote nature of today's learning means you can connect with students anywhere in the world. You can easily turn the subjects you already know into a highly lucrative $60 an hour income stream, all while empowering a student to succeed, and you never even have to leave your house. For our fourth side hustle, the guide leans into the creative side of things, setting up an Etsy shop. This platform allows you to sell handmade crafts, original art, or digital printables directly to a global audience. And what makes this so incredibly powerful for a modern mom? It completely removes your local geographic barriers. You aren't just hoping people walk past your table at a weekend community fair. You're setting up shop to sell to a massive global audience. This opportunity empowers you to take the creative hobbies you already love and turn them into a thriving storefront that operates 24/7, reaching buyers all around the world. That brings us to number 5 on the list, social media management. Guys, this is the absolute essence of working smarter. If you're already on Instagram, get paid to run it for businesses. This is all about monetizing your existing daily habits. So many of us are already on our phones, scrolling, liking, and posting during our pockets of downtime anyway. Businesses, however, often struggle to maintain their online presence because they're just too busy running their daily operations. By taking over their social media, you're providing massive value to them, using a platform you're already intimately familiar with. Let's move to and see how this builds a complete picture. Looking at all 5 of these options side by side, you can really see how incredibly diverse and accessible these remote opportunities are. Whether you're making up to $100 an hour writing, managing tasks from home as a virtual assistant, earning $60 an hour tutoring, tapping into a global audience on Etsy, or getting paid to run Instagram for local businesses, there is a clear, viable path for you. No matter if your strengths are analytical, highly organized, creative, or tech-savvy, there is an option perfectly suited for your unique skills. Now, even with all these great options, I know the biggest hurdle that immediately comes to mind is time. You're probably asking yourself, where on earth do I fit this into my week? 5 to 10 hours. According to the data, that is the weekly commitment you need to begin. You don't need a massive amount of free time. Even just 5 to 10 hours a week is enough to start building your side hustle. That means you can realistically build these income streams during nap times, after the kids are asleep for the night, or even just during a quiet weekend morning. The barrier is so much lower than you think. And that brings us to one of the most powerful and encouraging realizations from the source material. The moms earning real income from home didn't wait until they were ready. They just started. Let that sink in for a second. There's never going to be a magically perfect time to begin. Your schedule is never going to be entirely clear. The defining difference between the moms who are successfully cashing in on this 72 billion pound side hustle economy and those who aren't is simply the decision to take action. Don't wait for permission or for the perfect moment. They just started. If you're feeling that spark of inspiration, you can get the full guide, including the specific platforms to use, detailed earnings breakdowns, and some fantastic expert tips by visiting loomchronos.com. I highly encourage you to go read their complete article. It'll really help you dive deeper into the specifics and figure out exactly which of these 5 side hustles is the absolute best fit for your personal skills and your family's lifestyle. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final thought. Will you take the first step toward your financial independence today? The source material makes it abundantly clear. The remote tools are available, the global demand is massive, and the weekly time commitment to get started is entirely manageable. Your financial independence doesn't have to wait for the future. It can start right now. Thank you so much for joining me as we unpack this data today, and I really hope this knowledge empowers you to build exactly the life you want.